physicality of the Dane. I mean, she has this ability to get out of trouble when she seems to be taking the shuttle late at the back of the court, and still has the physical strength to get the shuttle to her opponent's back. Now, to me, it's her physical aspect which is really her strength within the game. Whereas Lu Lan, I think, is far more creative with her shots, perhaps. Is that a fair assumption or summary of their contrasting styles?
Yeah, I mean, Tina's found her own style of playing the Chinese, and she likes to use a lot of quick, straight clears to force the Chinese players off the net, to create space for the good sharp angles to the forecourt. And she's very, very efficient in that and plays with a great deal of precision. Whereas Lu Lan will see a lot more variety, tends to just slip in and out in terms of concentration, tends to play in little spells, but very, very creative when she's on.
Yeah, she certainly is very successful too. I remember in October 2008 she became the world #1, despite the fact that she hadn't won a title for over 12 months. But consistency, and that's the point I think that you were making.
5-2.
In fact, when she won the world title last year in Hyderabad, it was her first title for 22 months. I mean, that's quite incredible. You come out for a world championship, you haven't been in good form, and there Lu Lan takes the gold medal.
Yeah, Lu Lan's been one of the Chinese players who they don't bring out consistently. They bring her out for certain periods of the year. She obviously is a player that they feel needs longer training periods. Hence, you know, she's not stayed for long periods at the top of the ranking list. But when they do bring her out, she tends to be quite consistent, and a lot of the players have a lot of problems with her.
It is just extraordinary shoulder turn from Tine Rasmussen when she plays those overhead shots. She turns her shoulders so much. Have a look at this. She's got her back to the net so much as the shoulder turn.
Yeah, I mean, Tina's developed very much her own style, and I think some of it's maybe come from one or two of the injury problems she had earlier in her career, that she's slightly adapted some of her stroke play.
Yes, and talking of those injury problems, of course, it was at the Sudirman Cup finals in Beijing in 2005 that she ruptured an Achilles tendon and has come back actually a better, stronger badminton player, I think, than before the injury. But this is worrying times for the Dane because she was 2-love up. She's lost 8 straight points. Yeah, that's brought the run to an end. We should be relieved about that. There's Kenneth Jonassen.
Service over.
Kenneth Jonassen, of course, will be joining the England coaching team come July. It's going to be in charge of the men's singles. Current European men's singles champion. Straight from being a player, highly successful international player, into the coaching role. Oh, that's a good smash from Lu Lan.
Service over. 9-3.
Is it nerves at the moment, do you think, with Tine Rasmussen? She really hasn't settled.
No, very much a feeling out period, I think. And Lu Lan started a lot quicker than she did last night, quite interestingly. I think she knows she's got to try and dominate early on against Tina, not let Tina impose her style on her. And she's certainly started quickly tonight.
Yeah, I just get the impression, though, that Tine Rasmussen, going for shots before she's really outmanoeuvred her opponent. Singles is all about trying to outmanoeuvre your opponent first before you go for the winner. Push them to every corner of the court. And it means that error from Tine Rasmussen that Lu Lan goes to the mid-game interval with an 8-point advantage.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jill. I think Tina's just forcing a little bit at the moment. I did expect her to come out and play more straight clears, try and use more building shots, but she's come out and tried to hit shots straight away, and so far it's not working for her.
Now, I know you speak French. Do you speak Danish?
Or 20 seconds.
Can't translate it now for us.
20 seconds.
Well, I think the main idea that he's going to be saying to Tine is try somehow to relax, because I mean she's just not played herself into the match.
11-3.
No, looks a little bit nervy, which would be normal because she's not had that much top match play recently. And I think Kenneth will have been saying, play out the rallies, work your way into the rallies. Don't go for the attacking shots too early. Just try and work your way in.
That's a lovely push from the net. And of course, all badminton now, the best of 3 games to 21 points. Points scored every single rally.
Service over.
New scoring system came in February 2006.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that's an amazing drop shot. Played with deception. That's the sort of thing I was trying to explain right at the start of this match. She's got the creativity. She'll suddenly come out with the unexpected.
I think you'll find with Lan, she's a lot more deceptive from the deep forehand corner. That cross slice is the shot, that's her killer shot. That's the one that she's famous for, and that's the one that players tend to try and keep out of the game.
Service over. 5-13. Yes.
Five finals last year for the Dane. Won 4 of them. First 2 Super Series in 2009. There's an open, 2 Super Series titles back to back. That's really quite phenomenal.
6-13.
That's an indication of just how physically strong this Danish player is.
I think the key change for Tine after the injury, Tine came back a much more mentally strong player and has really found a way of imposing herself in matches. I'm sure she won't be panicking yet, but she'll be wanting to work her way into some of these rallies soon to get a little bit of pressure going.
This is a good rally. That's a very good rally. My goodness, that's the sort of thing, the outmanoeuvring, pulling their opponent deep into court, then bringing them forward. It's classic singles tactics.
A lot more patient, took a little bit of pace off the attack, hit the back corners quickly and then made the Chinese player use the full diagonals. Starting to move a little bit better there.
Seemed off balance when she tried to play that drop shot there, Tine Rasmussen.
Yes.
Again, I think Kenneth will probably be saying now, just give yourself a little bit more margin, stay in the rallies, make the Chinese player play, get yourself moving.
Yeah, now that's
Service
interesting
over.
to me. And the fact that that wasn't a full
15.
pace on that smash, she was going for placement and precision rather than power.
Yeah, clearly after the coaching, she's taken a little bit of pace off. She's given herself a little bit of margin just to make the Chinese player play a little bit more, play the rallies out. Again, good angle, not trying to hit it too hard, making the Chinese player move deep into the forecourt.
That's the punch clear you were telling us about earlier on.
And again, she's been forcing a little bit from attack, trying to attack too much there. Putting the clear in there, just caught Lan off balance. She's starting to find a balance of play here, which is more effective.
And just to explain myself a little bit further there, we talk about a